Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BCW, Blue Collar Wrestling, old school, new class. I am joined at the broadcast table with me today, Joe Show, who we just saw a few minutes ago in the ring. How you doing, Joe?
Well, thank you very much for having me out here. I'm a little torqued off right now over how events just panned out for me, but I'm going to keep it together as I'm watching this next match.
Well, that was a very unorthodox match, but then so far as I've seen, you're a pretty unorthodox wrestler.
You know what? Win any way you can and every way you can. That's my motto.
But here we have JD Moonshine coming out to wrestle with Cousin Jameson, who's finally out of that splint that he had on his foot for a while there.
Yeah, but you got to wonder, is that foot really 100%? I would say right now he does have the luxury of having numbers on his side right now.
Well, he doesn't have he's not the one actually wrestling, so I don't know if that foot's going to come into play. You never know with the Moonshiners, though. Now JD getting in the ring.
You know, it's really kind of hard to tell those guys apart. I'm pretty sure they're all drunk.
I think that's what makes them effective. They don't feel anything. Oh, no, you've got to be kidding me. So
I see the Undertaker costume on a little girl out here in the audience, and I got to think that boy could be resting in peace here in a few minutes.
Well, what can I say? He's the one I manage. I'm sitting there dressed up as Paul Bearer, and here we go, the Bulldog Brian Bedlam coming out. I don't know. You know, we've seen JD wrestle mostly tag teams. He's only been in a few singles matches, and he's losing at least 100 pounds of solid muscle weight.
Yeah, I'm going to call this straight right now. The only way that Moonshine is going to possibly win this match is if he uses his speed and agility to pull an old rope-a-dope, if you will, on the big man, get him tired up and take advantage. The longer this goes, the longer it's Moonshine's advantage. But he's got a real big mountain to climb.
Well, Cousin Jameson's here, but we do not see JB Moonshine. I know he's here somewhere. Why he's not out here right now, I don't know. That could be a factor, or he might be taking it easy.
Or he could be planning on making his appearance later on in this matchup. Always be aware.
So far, it's been an interesting night and an interesting episode. New general manager, Devin Dawson. My friend Joe Show here getting a disqualification win off of Emperor Void, and now, I don't know, this just seems like such a one-sided match. JD is going to have to use every clever trick that he knows if he's going to even come close to a win here.
Just be quick. Just be quick. Hit and run, baby.
They were waiting for the bell here. Brian Bedlam, I don't know how much I like him, honestly. I mean, obviously he looks to the fans, tries to play it clean, but he's such a one-sided, one-dimensional wrestler, and I just don't know.
Well, he's a big man, and the fact of the matter is most guys he gets in there with, he can make short work of them, and that's his forte. He's never really been tested in BCW yet, and it'd be interesting to see what happens when he's actually given a test.
I can't think of any guys that have been around lately that even come close to the strength of Brian Bedlam.
There's always somebody bigger and badder.
And now he's calling for the fans. See, that's the part I don't like. You don't need these fans to win matches. I won matches back when I was wrestling, and I couldn't stand them.
You know, the fans do add something, though. There's some people that feed off their emotion and their hype.
Yeah, I know, adrenaline rush, yada, yada.
But really, he's kind of getting into Moonshine's head right here. Moonshine needs to get himself together. Or maybe Moonshine's getting into Bulldog's head, taking his time, slowing it down.
I don't know, maybe JD needs to take a couple swigs off of his bottle.
That could be.
They make some good stuff. I've celebrated after matches with them. Woo! It'll burn the hair out of your nose.
Yeah, I try to refrain. Oh my God, and the power that Bulldog shows. just shrugs off Moonshine.
Yeah. As much as I appreciate the Moonshiners, as much as I'm fans of theirs, that went about as well as I figured it would have. He's really going to have to try to not muscle against Brian Bedlam. That's not going to work.
Oh, yeah, you can't stand toe-to-toe with this guy. He better get over that real quick.
I mean, I'm not even sure JD Moonshine is as tall as Bedlam's chin.
And another push-off.
I think
Oh,
each of
come
Bedlam's
on.
I think each of Bedlam's legs weigh as much as JD Moonshine here.
This one has to be a gimme.
But the Moonshiners have shown a great deal of cleverness. They're not your stereotypical hillbilly hick wrestlers. They've used some clever moves. They've used some strategies. They know the game really well. I hope he can pull something out here and get some kind of advantage over Bedlam, because
I just thought of something funny. What would happen if you cross the Moonshines and Bulldog? Moondog Rex.
oh. Yeah, I think you pulled that one from somewhere, Joe.
Oh, my goodness. This isn't even funny. All right, Moonshine, you're going to have to come up with something better than that. Bulldog measuring him.
Oh, now
Irish
what's he
whip
got
him.
planned? Into the ropes.
Oh, my God, thunderous clothesline. Did you see his head snap back?
I have expected his head to come off there. This is not.
Oh! Yeah, I bet his children felt that one. In fact, I think I see his wife and daughter over there clenching their chests, too.
Man, Bedlam, look at that. Now
he's
he's
getting
picking.
measured.
He's picking
Here it
on
comes.
JD now. Just
Here
finished
it
the
comes.
match.
Oh, Jesus.
Huge
Oh,
sidewalk
and he lets
slam.
him up. He doesn't
Oh,
go for
what
the cover.
kind of a man is this? He's gonna just pin the man. Why
now-
are you torching him like that?
I'm not so sure this is a good idea. They call that high risk for a reason, and Bulldog's a big guy.
It'd be so funny if the ropes broke.
Oh! Big risk, but it paid off, didn't it?
And now he's still not gonna go for a pin. What is up with this man?
I really kind of think this one was over before it began.
I thought he's supposed
He's
to
getting
be
measured.
a good
Is
guy.
that a choke slam? Look, it's a choke slam. It's being called for.
See, he can do all this to JD
Smack.
and the fans still love him. That's just despicable.
Up and down. He planted him.
It's
One,
over. I
two,
can't. Come on,
and
JD.
three. That's it. Time done.
Felt the shockwave all the way back here. This was barely even a match. Bulldog's barely even broken a sweat. This is just.
Hey, you said Moonshine's stash was pretty good, right?
Yes, it is. I think he's gonna need some of it to kill the pain.
You know, there's nobody back there right now. I'll catch up with you later, bro.
All right, Joe Show. Thank you for doing the commentary with me. Wait a minute, what's going on?
200 pounds less than you. These guys didn't get the money's worth. So, I made a phone call.
What is Devin talking about?
And I got someone here who's definitely worth your time. You ready?